Hi, it's Timo. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Come on, Norwich, get in there. Hello, everybody. Lewis, Norwich City Central. Hope you're all doing well. A massive 3 points for Norwich. Birmingham 1, Norwich City 3. And welcome to my match reaction of the game. I'm going to be reacting to the game and be going through everything. And I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments section. This was a very tough game for Norwich City, but Norwich City moved 10 points clear of third place. 10 points clear. Absolutely brilliant. Of course, those teams have got game in hand, but Norwich City doing the business, getting the points on the board and moving a step closer to promotion. I will leave my socials in the description, and if you do want to check out the Norwich City shop, I will leave a link to that in the description with lots of really cool designs, really cool products, and some Teemu Pukki products as well. I'll leave the link to all those things in the description down below. We heard from Boris Johnson in the week that fans will be allowed back in stadiums from the 17th of March. So unfortunately, we won't see Norwich City in the flesh unless we go in the playoffs. But we don't want to see Norwich in the playoffs. Let's hope in the summer we get an open bus parade in the city of Norwich and we can celebrate holding the championship trophy that way. And Norwich City have taken a step closer to promotion with that win, simple as. As I said, 10 points clear, third place, and you just want the points on the board at this stage of the season. You just want to be getting those 3 points regardless of how you perform. And Norwich City weren't at their best today, but they managed to be mature, particularly in that second half, closing the game out and got the 3 points. Teemu Pukki scored early on, and then Birmingham equalised, but in the second half, Norwich City ended up winning the game thanks to a Teemu Pukki goal, and then Oliver Skipp, who's been fantastic for Norwich City this season, scored late on. I'll be going through the game now, the timeline of the game, and my thoughts overall. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. Get them down and let's discuss another Norwich City win as they move a step closer to promotion. And it really was the Teemu Pukki show in this game. Norwich City, of course, travelled to Birmingham, and we've played at St Andrews Stadium a couple of times now this season. Of course, in fact, last week we played at St Andrews. Of course, Coventry playing there. And the pitch wasn't great. Norwich City couldn't play their slick style of football. It was a really poor pitch, in fact. And it was a very even first half. In fact, Birmingham were probably the better side, having lots of chances, getting through the channels, putting lots of crosses in. But Norwich City took the lead in the 25th minute. And it was vintage Teemu Pukki. And as I said, it really was the Teemu Pukki show in this game. 2 goals, a missed penalty. It had everything with Teemu Pukki. And it's a beautiful finish. It is vintage Teemu Pukki, this. Through ball in behind from Kenny McLean. Teemu Pukki's at a tight angle inside the 18-yard box at a tight angle. The angle's going against him, but just lashes it with his left foot across the goal. Perfect strike into the side netting. You'll see lots of top strikers miss those ones. But it's absolutely brilliant from Teemu Pukki at an angle, lashes it across the goal and into the side netting, and Norwich City take the lead. But Birmingham, as I said, considering they are towards the bottom of the table, Norwich City did struggle at times. And, you know, there's 7 or 8 teams in the Championship who could potentially still get relegated. And this is the time of the season where you see a lot of those teams at the bottom of the table put in some surprise performances. And typically, you know, the bottom of the table teams kind of beat the mid-table teams. That's how the Championship works at this stage of the season. And Birmingham put up a fight. But a key moment in the first half, Mario Rancic slides through Teemu Pukki. Etheridge makes the save, but kind of parries it. Todd Cantwell runs onto it. Etheridge then takes Todd Cantwell out. It's a Stonewall penalty. And Norwich City in the 35th minute have a chance to make it 2-0. Teemu Pukki steps up, and it's a missed penalty. The goalkeeper saves it. And Teemu, it's a terrible penalty. And if you compare Teemu Pukki 2 years ago, scored 29 goals in the Championship, was the player of the season in the whole of the Championship. Those 29 goals, none of them were penalties. This season, a few of them have been penalties, and he's missed 2 of them as well. And this is a really poor penalty from Teemu. It's straight down the middle, but the penalty lacked power. It lacked conviction. You could tell Teemu Pukki was going to kind of putting it down the middle just by his run-up. It was a poor penalty, and Etheridge makes the save. And Norwich City rue that penalty miss just 2 minutes later, and it's a mistake from Christoph Zinnemann. Sanchez scores for Birmingham in the 38th minute. Norwich City playing it around the back. Tim Krul as well makes a mistake. Both him and Zinnemann are going to be disappointed with their involvement in that goal. Tim Krul, not the best ball out to Zinnemann, but it's really poor from Zinnemann. A lazy pass back to Tim Krul. It's intercepted, and then it falls to Sanchez on the 20 yards away from the goal. He has a strike, Tim Krul parries it, and Sanchez follows up the rebound and scores. And yeah, it's a mistake from Tim Krul, it's a mistake from Christoph Zimmermann, and it's poor for Norwich. Norwich City have been one of the best teams in the Championship defensively this season. Ben Gibson's been great at the back, but if you compare Grant Hanley, Ben Gibson and Christoph Zimmermann, on their day they're all excellent defenders, but I like to compare defenders by their overall average performance, and Zimmermann certainly has the most mistakes in him and has the lower average performance, and it's a mistake from him to give away the goal. And Birmingham should have made it 2-1 just before half-time. Scott Hogan goes through and goal and volleys his shot over the bar in the first half. A very weird one. Norwich City could have gone 2-0 up and should have gone 2-0 up with Teemu Pukki getting his second goal in the game. He misses it. Birmingham go down the other end and make it 1-1, and probably should have made it 2-1 as well. And then in the second half, it was an interesting one. Norwich City couldn't get that slick style of football going up until the 70th minute, really. Birmingham held them. It was a very even second half. And on the balance of the play, you'd have to say it was a very even game, and neither side really deserved the win. Until Buendia started to get into his rhythm. And from that moment, Norwich City really picked up. And Norwich City got the goal in the 75th minute, and there was a huge stroke of luck with it. As I said, nothing really happened up until that point. Norwich City couldn't get up into that high gear, but Buendia, 25 yards out, has a shot. It deflects off Harley Dean, and when your luck's in, your luck's in. It deflects off Harley Dean, falls perfectly for Teemu Pukki, and he scores from 12 yards out. And it's one of those where, yes, it was a lucky goal, but you create your own luck. Sides sometimes try and walk the ball into the net. Buendia has a strike from 25 yards. It hits Harley Dean, deflects straight to Teemu Pukki, who's suddenly one-on-one on goal, and slots it away. Comfortable finish for him. And Norwich City go 2-1 up. And unlike 2 years ago where Norwich City were a little bit immature defensively, we managed to see out the game really well. Birmingham didn't really have any opportunities in the second half. And as I said, once in the second half of the second half, Norwich City really grew into the game, started playing some nice slick football, and was really good defensively as well. And then Norwich City made it 3-1. In the 94th minute of the game, Birmingham send everyone forward for a free kick. Norwich City clear the ball out, and Lucas Rupp's running through one-on-one on goal. Lucas Rupp, is it a chance for him to score his first Norwich City goal? Very selfless from Lucas Rupp. Passes it to Oliver Skipp, who slots it in, and Norwich City make it 3-1. And it was one of those performances where Norwich City weren't great, but they were clinical when it mattered. In that second half, the ball falls for Teemu Pukki and he slots it away, and that was the real difference. Norwich City in the first half were poor, but in the second half defensively they really showed their class, and Grant Hanley made some really good interceptions. But although Norwich City weren't at their best today, it was vintage Teemu Pukki finishes, and Norwich City can be absolutely delighted to get the 3 points. And now that is, I'll say it again, I love saying it, 10 points clear of third place. Norwich City have Wycombe on Sunday, who are bottom of the Championship table. So it's a really good chance for Norwich City to continue this good momentum before they face Brentford, which is going to be a massive game. But overall, it really was the Teemu Pukki show. 2 goals, a missed penalty, but Norwich City just about get the win, and you'd have to say they deserved it as well, just about on the balance of play, particularly in those last 20 minutes of the game. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. Teemu Pukki goes to 17 goals this season, the 3rd top scorer in the Championship, and Norwich City, more importantly, extend their lead at the top of the table. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Norwich City Central if you're new, and I'll see you later.